What's up, guys? All right, Dr. Chris Park here. And look, I know we normally talk about addiction. Today, we're going to talk about something a little bit different, but that's related. Because if you've struggled with addiction, then you have probably struggled financially. And if you've hit rock bottom, maybe you're just now starting to build up, and maybe you're looking for ways to put yourself in a better financial position. Most of my patients, after they've been seeing me for a while, they say, man, they don't remember having as much money as they have now because they spent everything they had on drugs, and now that they're kind of clean and really trying to, live their lives differently, they've just seen this huge difference and huge improvement. And I'm hoping that's you as well. I'm hoping that you're in a better place than you were. But some people still have, struggle financially, just because of the circumstances in their life, because of their expenses, or because they don't have great employment opportunities, or maybe they're disabled. And so I want to kind of talk about some basic strategies to get yourself in a better position financially. Now, I'm not trying to be your investment advisor or your financial guru or whatever. I just want to talk about some building blocks, okay? So let's discuss. All right, the first thing, I hate budgets. I don't like the idea of budgets, but I do think it's important to kind of have an idea of everything you spend. So not in like a legalistic way, but just like look at everything you spent money on last month and write it down. Get a piece of paper out and maybe try to put it in categories, and know kind of, all right, how much did you spend on food? And that's groceries, that's vending machines, that's snacks, that whatever it is, everything you spent. And then maybe like entertainment, like if you've got monthly fees, like for Netflix or whatever it is, figure that out. And if you've got payments, your house payment, car payment, your rent, whatever it is, you write it down. Any debt expenses, write it down. That's your monthly expense, right? And then maybe go back a few months and do it again, and just make sure it's kind of a similar amount of money every month. And then I want you to just try to save, okay? I want you to try to save at least, and it's going to be low, but $25 a week, whether that's coins you find, whatever it is, $25 a week, so that's $100 a month, $1,200 a year. And if you can increase that, if you could save $50, then you've just doubled it, right? You've gone up to $2,400 a year. So the point of this saving is not like retirement or anything. It's just an emergency fund. I want you to try to build up an emergency fund of about 3 to 4 months of whatever that monthly expense is. All right. And that's what you need to have somewhere, whether it's, that's available. So like in your checking account or whatever, that's what you should be aiming for, to have saved up to be able to access. And you don't access that for anything. Like you don't go decide, well, I've got this money saved up, so now I'm going to upgrade my car or whatever. No, that is for emergencies. That is if you get a flat tire and you got to, you need some money to get a new tire, or if you, your washing machine goes out, or whatever it is. Or maybe it's like your best friend is in a financial bind and he needs $50. Well, you've got your emergency fund. If you consider that an emergency, I probably would. But you need that emergency fund in place, because think about it, guys. I mean, I see this all the time. People, they're already struggling, emotionally and mentally, and then some kind of stressor hits them. They're like already at their breaking point, and then this thing hits them, and they just kind of give up, And so they turn to the only release that they know, the only escape, and that's pills or the bottle or needle, whatever it is. They turn to that, and it destroys them again. So if you can set up an emergency fund, it doesn't mean you're not going to be stressed out when something happens, but it just means you're going to be prepared. You're going to be able to handle it. You're going to be ready, And then you just build the emergency fund back up. You just get back to saving, right? Well, you're never going to stop saving. But like once you hit your emergency fund, you can put your savings somewhere else, And so again, I'm not going to tell you where to save, or I'm not going to tell you, how to pay your debts off, etc. You need to be doing all that stuff. But the emergency fund, in my opinion, is key. It's key. Well, I shouldn't say it's key. It's one of the key factors to staying sober, in my opinion. Like, I think it's very, very important, so that you don't let the stress of life and of these financial problems bring you down. Now, there's also other things you can do not to let that happen, right? I mean, you can not care so much about the materialistic world, but look, we've got families to feed, we got people that rely on us, we got things we have to take care of, and so I'm not downplaying that. Putting yourself, just something simple as that, $25 a week or $50, whatever it takes to build up your emergency fund, and you'll be in a better place, and you'll then have those building blocks ready to just kind of keep building and keep going for success. What is success, guys? Is it staying sober? No, it's everything else. It's everything else that you get by staying clean and sober. That's the success, right? It's the family, it's the friendships, it's the relationships, it's the fulfillment in your life. It's living. Now you can live with purpose. Not that you couldn't before, right? But you inhibit yourself, because if you're living for drugs, then you're living for yourself, and you're stuck in like a narcissistic wormhole or whatever, and it's hard to build something from that. And I know I'm preaching to the choir now, but I think sometimes we've got to be reminded. So live with purpose, and do these kind of basic things that we often forget about, but that are vitally important. All right, guys, that's it. I hope y'all have a great day. Peace.